Oh, this is horrible, man.
Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Now a bit of a different bonus video for you here because this video is all about me doing a bit of off-roading on the GS, something that people often say, why don't you do more of? Now this is the last time that I did it. This was recorded about 3 or 4 years ago. This video never made the light of day. I'm not entirely sure why, but I found it in my archives and thought I'd share it with you. So check this video out and then we'll have a bit of a chat afterwards.
Got Lyndon up front, and behind me I've got Shaff. You may know Shaff, he's got a YouTube channel of that name. He's an excellent rider. He claims not to be big on off-road, but he's just an excellent rider, whereas I'm rubbish at all riding. So I'm going to be put to shame today by both, I expect. However, I'm going to give it a go. I'm already out of my comfort zone just on this stuff. But these bikes really do eat up the bumps. Like all these sorts of things, it's mostly in the mind. I haven't overcome the fear yet, so I tend to tense up in the arms. And I suffer from arthritis in the shoulders, so it's got all sorts of issues for me, but we'll see how we get on. I'm actually recording this in the middle of February. It's Valentine's Day today. And out here in Spain it's 20 degrees and blue skies, as you can see. I've got a slightly different setup on my camera mounting today, so you may notice the view is slightly different to usual. It's a setup I have tried before, and I have to say it has let me down before, so it's kind of the last chance saloon for this setup, where I've got the camera mounted on the peak, and I'm actually, it's my GoPro Hero 8. It's got excellent stabilisation normally on this camera. It let me down last year when I was riding in Thailand. It overheated a lot and the camera froze up. It just wasn't reliable. I'm hoping, as it's not quite that hot here, it'll be alright, but we'll see. Anyway, I digress. Oops, and oh, just drinking in these views. I've actually been out here for a few days, riding with my pals Teapot One and Richie Vida, and with Shaff. Unfortunately, Chopsy couldn't make it this time, so check out their channels if you want to see some of the stuff we got up to. We went on some roads that I'd mainly done before, so I didn't actually make a specific video of our rides together, but there should be some stuff on their channels if you're interested. As I say, I got this sort of extra bonus day tagged on the end. Why wouldn't you want to come out and give this a try? An amazing workhorse of a bike. The fact that you can ride on road and then just come off and do this stuff. Okay, I know this isn't difficult. The proper off-road aficionados will be thinking, well, that's not off-road, it's just a dirt track. And that's true, but on a big old bike, even something like this can be intimidating. I say even something like this. A few years ago I wouldn't have dared do this on a GS. So different to green laning at home. At home, when you go and find a green lane, if you're lucky enough to find one, it's usually covered in mud and you're slipping and sliding. I wouldn't dare take my big bike on, because it would definitely just be dropped all the time. Makes such a difference when the trails you're riding are dry. So I've no idea what Lyndon's got in store for us on this little ride. I just hope I'm not being lulled into a full sense of security at the moment. So far so good. Okay, spoke too soon. Just as we were coming around that corner, I hit this rut and I come off the bike and the camera stops recording. It's this GoPro 8, I don't know what's going on. I must have hit a bump or something, and it just stopped recording, so it didn't get me falling off. And I was just saying it was 90% in your head and picking up the bike and so on. Luckily no damage done to me or the bike, but it would have been a cracking bit of YouTube footage, especially as I just said, it's all in the mind and then I fall off. But anyway, there we go. Gloves aren't quite playing ball now either. Come on. Right, let's have another go. Hopefully the bike still works. Yeah, we're good. Well, how annoying that would have been. YouTube gold. Never mind. Basically there was a big muddy rut that had set like concrete and my wheels got stuck in it. Lyndon saw it and avoided. I went straight into it with the inevitable result. So just saying that this stuff makes my arms tense up. Now I'm even more tense. Right, inevitably when you drop a bike, even though all is well, it does make the old heart rate go up and you get a bit of the old adrenaline pumping. So I need to just sort of calm myself down a bit now again so I can relax on the bike. I cannot believe I didn't get that footage. Gutted. I do quite like this standing up on the GS when you're on the loose stuff now. It is quite tricky to change gear, that is the only problem with it. All these little yellow plants look gorgeous. I don't know if they're buttercups or what, but it certainly makes for some nice scenery. Got to drink this in because in a day's time I shall be back in Blighty, where we've currently got cold temperatures and horizontal rain. And this will just seem like a dream. Ooh, a little respite, back on the road for a short period perhaps. Back in my comfort zone for a little bit. A little relax on the road between trails. Very nice too. Okay, so we've started to climb a little bit now. I don't know what Lyndon's got up his sleeve for us now, but back onto the trails. Oh wow, looks like we're going to be in for some treat views up here.
So we're going to go along here, there's nothing, and then up a shale trail. There's a couple of tighter shale corners. You might want to sit down on them and go as wide as you can on them, okay?
Okay.
Zero and zero, yeah.
Yep. Okay, we're off. And that hopefully got a glimpse of shaft that time. Just bringing up the rear admirably. Okay, so Lyndon was saying sort of a shale track comes up here and there are some fairly narrow tight turns up here that we might want to sort of sit down and take very wide once we've turned off this main bit, so we'll see how that goes. Let's just take the Peugeot first. Of course, same rules apply on these as they do on the road, and I just mentioned that because I overtook him there as if there's going to be nothing coming the other way. Something could have been, so got to be aware of that. Here in Spain you can pretty much ride any track, is my understanding, as long as it's over 2 meters wide. And then it's the, as I say, same rules of the road apply, hence why you can see quite a lot of vehicles up here. Lyndon was saying at the top of this hill there's a big crucifix, so I hope that's not there for any sinister reason. Right, here's the turn he was telling us about. Slippy. Got away with it. Alrighty, yeah, this is where enduro mode comes into its own, for sure. You can feel the back wheel scrabbling for grip, which in the main it seems to find. I don't want to talk anything up. I've learned that lesson today already. Oh my word, this is loose. Holy mackerel. Whoa, that's tough, man. Whew. Okay, Lyndon just saying to switch the ABS completely off because you can hear it clicking away. So done that. Round we go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see too many normal road cars on this bit of the trail. You know what I was saying earlier about it being dry makes it easier? Maybe that doesn't apply on the loose stuff. Really feel the bike sliding around on this now. And I'm glad it's no hotter than it is, because it is quite a workout when you're doing this, especially when you do tense up. Ooh, a bit of concrete, that's a bit of a nice grippy relief. I suspect short-lived. Alright, really getting the climb now. Reminded me very much of the hills around Hollywood, actually, in California. Similar sort of a deal. Got a certain Martian quality about this. Lovely through these blossoms, though. What an absolutely cracking place. Not a bad way to be spending your Friday. No complaints from me. Ah, and there is a crucifix. Whew, so, mission accomplished. We made it up the trail to the top of the mountain, where we see this crucifix type thing. It's got a bit of Brazil about it, but absolutely amazing views up here. And quite pleased with myself to have made it up, actually, because there was some pretty gnarly riding on a GS up there. Well, for me anyway. But yeah, enjoyed it. Right, let's go and have a closer look. He's actually quite a small fellow, wasn't he, Jesus? Turns out, once you get up here. Big head, don't you think? It's got big head. Right, there you go. What do I know?
He's a bit of a cocky bastard. Mildly confident.
Oh, he's got the monopoly on views, though, hasn't he? Check this out.
What do you think the silver disc on his chest is?
I don't know.
Silver.
What is it?
It's probably a
Reflect the sun.
tanning device.
Is it? Is that what that does? And does it work? Okay, one day a year at 9:10 on a...
The sun will shine off that. And
Right. Oh,
you'll be
cool.
able to see it from miles.
Cool. I'm all right in saying that if it's over 2 metres you can ride on it in width-wise, you can ride in Spain. Is that correct?
It has to be over 2 metres.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that if it's over 2 metres you can.
Oh,
It
okay.
could be in a nature reserve which is not allowed.
Oh, all right. So there are
So
some, it's
it
not quite that
should really
straightforward.
be 2 metres to be legal, but there's certain areas that are more political or fire risk or sensitive
Right.
or wealthy people live there that don't like the bikes, whatever.
Fair
But,
enough. Fair enough.
Spain has space, some people like bikes. That's the
Fair
good,
dues, fair
that's the
dues.
good news.
So what's this town down here we're looking at?
This is Pizarra.
Right.
Pizarra. And over there is the lakes region
Yeah.
at Ardales.
Yeah.
And this is the trail that we go right along. I think you've been along it with me on the
Yeah,
bikes
spectacular up there,
towards-
wasn't it? Yeah,
To,
yeah.
to the lakes. Gravity work with you.
Right, okay, next challenge. Get them turned around. What do we got there? No big steps or anything?
Got an inch.
Got away with it. Right, let's get the ABS off again. There we go. Okay, so Lyndon was saying to take it easy along this bit because he doesn't know this bit so well, or certainly what condition it's in after recent weather. So he was saying to leave a gap and just take it easy. So that is what I'll do. Get the ABS off, I'll go for back brake. A little bit soft and sandy. Oh, that's a soft bit. It's very difficult to concentrate on riding the bike when you've got these views and you just want to look at them. Okay, little tight one there. Come on, TMF, you can do it. Yeah. Oh, I can feel a Bruce moment on. Look at that. Whoa, these are tough. Oh, oh. Whew. The ABS is off when the light is on, isn't it? The ABS is off when the light is on, isn't it? It was on all the way down then. I had the lights on. I don't get it. I just couldn't. Did you see? I just couldn't. There was no effect the brakes were having.
Maybe that's just plastic.
I don't know. That was really tricky. I nearly lost it then. Right, I'd leave a bit of a gap behind me because this is. I'm struggling with this. What's going on there? Oh, that was hair raising. Right, nearly through this rough bit. And absolutely no braking down there, as if the ABS was cutting in all the time, even though I've got the ABS off. Okay. Thanks. Oh yeah, that was one to knock the confidence going down that descent. It probably didn't look like much on the GoPro, but it was relatively steep and there was nowhere to go. It was very loose rock, and it just felt like the ABS was kicking in all the time, even though I've got it switched off, so I don't know what's going on there. So now it gives me the. See, I've got the same problem now. Oh, this is not good. Just going to have to paddle it down, I think. Oh, this is horrible, man. Not good because it's on an angle here. It's going to be a difficult one, especially on my own. Let's see if I can do that. Ah! Jesus, I wept. Nope. Let's put it around a bit. I think this might be a two-man job.
Yeah.
I can get it most of the way, it just needs a bit of help. Ready? Right, go! If we can drag it round a bit. What about from there? Right, I need to pull it from there, so if you... Ready? And go! Oh, no. Holy it's on this angle, so it's so close. Got it. Brake on. Have you got it? Yeah. Wow. Right, Lyndon's going to have a crack at the bike, just see if the ABS is behaving itself. It might just be me and my lack of technique. See, it's on now, isn't it? It's just going through its... See how the experts do it. Once you get caught in these ruts, there's no getting out. Well, Lyndon doesn't seem to have a problem. Clearly it's me. Alright. Bit of fun commence again. So this is going to work out. Over onto the right. Soft now in this sand. Got through that bit. Wow, very sandy. Right, I'm hoping that was the tricky stuff done. Yeah, that was hard work. Those are the sort of bits when you really think a small off-road bike makes sense, but there you go, shows it can be done in the right hands, which clearly isn't mine. Still, it's only by pushing yourself you become a better rider, isn't it? So, and no harm done yet. Nasty. Oh, second gear. That's nice. Oh, it's so nice to be on this stuff. To relax again. Short-lived, I expect. The GoPro just simply does not do these descents justice. This is one steep hill. Nasty. I think we can afford to turn the ABS back on now. Yes, we can. And come out of enduro mode, maybe. Mode. Road dynamic. That'll do. And that is the beauty of the GS. You can spend a day on the trails, and then you come out and ride the roads. What a cracking bike. I love them. I recommend them to the house.
Alright, so there we go. That was my day out off-roading on the GS, which I did enjoy at the time. The problem was, after that, because I dropped the bike, by the end of the day I maybe dropped the bike 3 or 4 times, and picking it up once is fair enough, easy enough. Second time, maybe, but after 3 or 4 times it gets really knackering. And the trouble is, I got arthritis in my shoulders, and it took me at least a fortnight to get over that 1 day's off-roading. So I kind of made the decision that I wouldn't be doing any more off-roading on the big GS because it's just, frankly, too heavy for me. Very capable bike in the right hands, of course, off-road, just not for me. So that's why you don't see me doing much off-roading on the GS. Anyway, that's it for this time. Just a little extra bonus video. Hope you enjoyed that. Do leave your comments below. Always enjoy reading those and look forward to speaking to you next time. Until then, this has been the Mr. Fly. Cheerio.